Age. It is often a touchy subject. Some of us hate getting old. We often don't mention our age or try to reduce it by a few years. But if you are in South Korea, you have something to rejoice. South Korea has dropped its traditional age system. What does that mean? Everyone gets younger by a year.
내년이면 서른인데 만 나이 시행하면서 2살 어려져서 이제 서른이랑 조금 더 멀어진 기분이라서 좀 더 어려진 기분이라서 기분이 좋고 이번 생일은 좀 더 영하게 어리게 한 번 더 보낼 수 있을 것 같아서 기분이 좋습니다.
영국으로 유학을 가게 되기 때문에 국제적 나이로 바뀌면서 다른 나라에 가서도 당당하게 코리안 에이지라고 설명하지 않고 그냥 인터내셔널 에이지만 설명할 수 있어서 번거로움도 적은 것 같고 좋은 것 같습니다.
So how does that work? South Korea had a different system of calculating age. Basically, when a baby is born, their age starts from 0. So on their first birthday, they turn 1 year old. In South Korea, however, when a baby is born, they are considered to be 1 year old. A year is again added every 1st of January. So, if someone is born on the 31st of December, they will be 2 years old on the 1st of January. I know it sounds complicated and almost bizarre. This is why most countries have abandoned it. China, Japan, and even North Korea had the same system, but it was dropped decades ago. However, South Korea went on with it, until now. The official change will have limited practical impact. Many legal and administrative functions already use the international system. This includes the age listed on a passport, the age at which one can be prosecuted as a juvenile, retirement benefits, and healthcare services. Now, age really matters in South Korean culture. It affects one's relative social status. It dictates titles and honorifics that South Koreans must use for others. So clearly, it is a big thing. People were asked about the old system in a government survey in 2022. 86% said they would use the international age. So clearly, the old system wasn't too popular anyway.
서류상으로는 계속 만 나이에 썼어서 크게 체감은 안 되는데 친구들끼리 얘기할 때는 또 2살이 어려져서 되게 좋다는 얘기를 하고
그동안 그 나이 기준 해석과 관련해서 발생했던 법적인 다툼이나 민원 또는 뭐 사회적인 혼란, 혼돈 그런 것들이 다 해소될 수 있을 것으로 전망이 됩니다.
Email exchanges from inside the BBC, they talk about the risk of violating Indian laws. It's easier to rake up the freedom of speech debate, but does it give anyone a free pass to knowingly violate the law? America supports India because it needs India's support in return. And India is working with the US because it suits India's interests. This is how geopolitics works. Last night, he diffused a crisis with his defense minister. But today, Netanyahu was confronted with a new problem. His cabinet seems to have rebelled against him. The UK is looking at the Indian subcontinent to fill its coffers. That India seems to be negotiating from a position of power, like a partner and not a former colony.